I'll get this shit out of the way before I fucking forget. Okay, so let's see here. Now, before I say anything, this is all from you. This is from 2 hours ago. Yeah, this is all from April 11th. What's today, the 12th? Yeah. So, look at all this shit. Really? Dude, just flood my fucking notifications with this bullshit. I've already responded to a few of these now. The problem is yours. I didn't start this. I bet you think Joe Biden. I never said anything about Joe Biden. You guys do. In defense of Donald. You just lump those two together. Because Joe is the current president, you think that anything bad that he does, you know, reflects on to Donald as you know, makes him look good. That's a fallacy. Biden has screwed up everything he's touched. Even if so, how does that make Donald Trump a good president? What would you have done better? Do you want anything good for the people? How is Donald good for the people? What did he do for the people? What, cut income taxes? What good is that? That's just depriving the fucking government. Taxes go toward the infrastructure. You dumbass. And a lot of you guys would be capitalists. And if that's the case, then you would be all about spending the actual value of any given product. Not just trying to save fucking money. And cutting taxes doesn't stimulate the economy. Money stimulates the fucking economy. Spending it. It doesn't solve the problem of unemployment. Okay, this latest attack on him revealed the banks are happy with their relationship with Trump. They have no problem. The only problem comes from those making stories up against him. And what stories have people made up against him? What latest attack are you referring to? Are you referring to all of the, the charges against him? If that's the case, then how are they attacks and how are they illegitimate? So he's not guilty of anything? Now, the only way we could tackle that is for you to mention a few examples of what Donald is being convicted of, whatever term you would want to use. And I would look that up. Okay, so what makes MTG a wacko? Now, I wanted to touch this, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't feel like it at the time. But what makes her a wacko is the fact that she believes in all these fucking conspiracy theories, and she's been whining about, quote, the big lie since Joe got into office. You know, she harasses people. She's just a wacko. She's all about guns. She wants a Christian nation. Or Christian nationalism, whatever the fuck it's called. Now that I've answered you, how do you perceive her as good? Or sensible, or whatever? Answer that question. The wackos are people like Adam Schiff who repeatedly... Who is Adam Schiff, and how has he repeatedly lied to Congress? What truths or what honesty has Marjorie Greene or any other Republican spoken to Congress? And in addition to this, I mean, she brought dick pics of Hunter Biden into fucking Congress. What the fuck is that? Maybe you should listen to her and, you know, what she actually fucking says. Remember, Schiff said that he had proof Trump worked with the Russians. That was a lie, and the media I'd have to look that up. But again, I've already written a book about Donald, and I'm certain that you would treat me the same way any other MAGA in this site has when it comes to my book. You'd ridicule it, and some people even said it doesn't exist, despite even after I provided them the link to the site I'm selling it on. One guy told me it doesn't exist unless I have it in hardcover. I mean, what the fuck kind of logic is that? Okay, racist. It's what Democrats scream when they can't win an argument. Okay, I can't remember everything that's said. Alright, so where... Okay, so click on this and backtrack. You must be a Democrat with your name calling. Ideas for whom? So you're racist. I can't remember why I said that. Okay. Ideas that work. Remain in Mexico works. That's why I said it, because you said this. Open borders doesn't. So you don't want any Mexicans in the country? Why not? That's why I said you're a racist. If that's not the case, then you tell me why. You correct me on that. Don't just sit there and accuse me of, what'd you say here? Democrats scream when they can't win an argument. I'm not trying to win a fucking argument here. I'm questioning you. It's what I do. I don't argue or debate or discuss. There is nothing to do either of those with when it comes to you guys. You're all ideological bigots and whatever. Yeah, you're all ideological minded. You're locked in a mental bubble. There is no debating with you. And I wouldn't waste my time with debate anyway, because I'm not interested in trying to, how do I put this? You people are stuck in your own, you guys can't be reasoned with. I mean, you have the worst values. You don't want what's best for the people. You're not interested in solving problems. What? All you guys care right now about is the border. You guys have unemployment. You have a domestic violence epidemic over in America. There's a whole history of that shit. You guys don't want problems solved. You're sitting there defending Donald Trump at all costs. I mean, how many times have I been called a Democrat or a liberal on this fucking site? How many times have I been told I support Joe Biden? You guys don't ask questions. You don't do anything like that. You just assume and project. Okay. My idea of greatness, ideas that work. You didn't say anything. Ideas that work. For work. What do you mean work? What do you mean greatness? You didn't say anything there. You just slammed Mexico for no fucking reason. But you're not a racist. Would you continue to take on Trump's projects if he didn't pay you? Makes no sense. Well, then well, I could ask you what these other people are talking about when they point out that, you know, Donald has gone bankrupt so many times and he's ripped so many people off. All you would do is just say, you know, prove it. But maybe well, I don't know. I mean, well, of course, I'm not really entirely at fault of that. I only asked your take on that. That's all I did there. Okay, the same company poured all of those foundations. Would you continue? Yeah. Well, the reality is, you know, well, maybe I was wrong to say that. I don't know. Why did the same contractor work for him over and over? I'd have to verify. Yeah, I told you I'd have to verify that. Well, the reality is that I've written a book about Donald in his first 100 days in office, and I don't know. The problem is I can never get discussion on everything I said in that book because nobody will ever even look at it. Mainly because both you and the Democrats alike are fucking pricks. Well, maybe he didn't rip any of these guys off, but maybe he ripped other people off. I don't fucking know. Or maybe the Democrats really are wrong, or the left-wing pundits are wrong about that. Yeah, nobody really ever provided any examples of whom Donald ripped off. So I don't really know. Maybe I was wrong to ask that. I don't know. Okay, what else is going on here? Okay, that's her. You need to stop asking stupid questions, crybaby much. Now you wanted to call me out for calling names, and now you're calling me a crybaby. What the fuck is that, Wolf? I mean, I don't care that you are, but the fact that you are and not answering my questions, but also being a hypocrite, calling me out for calling you names. You decided to flood my inbox with a bunch of replies. I'm not crying about that. I'm criticizing you for it. Why must you guys call everybody a crybaby for making even honest criticisms? What is that? And you want to accuse me of being a Democrat, resorting to name calling and calling you racist when I have no argument? When the reality is I don't argue. I question. What the fuck? You are whacked. Even if Donald hasn't ripped off anyone, I mean, you make a bad example of you don't make a good case for Donald. None of you do. I'll leave it at that. This is fucking stupid.